Jai Shri Ram. What is your learning style? There are some questions here, about 80 of them. It might take a little time, but I think this is a worthwhile activity because not only can you know about yourself, you can identify others' learning styles and tailor your approach to ensure that they learn fast. In case if you are a teacher, this knowledge, this information will be very useful for you. Besides that, we all can use all the learning styles depending on the situation. None of these styles is good or bad. If you are a thinking kind of person, you will understand what I'm saying. That we must also employ different methods in different situations, that is, different people or whatever. So, I'll quickly run you through the questions. Anyway, since I've posted this video, you can scroll through and you can take a screenshot of the questions, and I've given you the answer scoring sheet towards the end, in which A stands for activist, and R for a reflector, and T for a thinker, and P for pragmatist. And there's actually a lot of information already available on the Google on the internet. So once you complete this questionnaire and once you get your score, huh, then you will clearly know that this is your main profile. Your main temperament could be that of an activist. But then you must try to understand the other styles and try to incorporate good points from them. Okay. First one. As I read, I am also making an assessment of myself. I have a strong belief about what is right and wrong, good or bad. So, yes, I think I do have. So, I'm getting 1 point as a theorist. Now, I often act without considering the possible consequences. No, I don't do that. So, if you're not doing, if there is an into, you don't get any point. Yeah? If you tick mark, let us say 2, then you will land in the activist group. Activists are people who jump into things. They like to get in and then start learning. Yeah, I think that's what we have to do in a gym. In a gym, that's what I do. Just get in, start pulling things here and there. See, don't put on too many weights because it can be risky. So, in a gym, I become an activist. But when I'm tackling with problems in life, I'm more of a theorist. Okay. So the third question, I tend to solve problems using a step by step approach. Uh, Step by step approach, do I do that? Yes, I think I do that. 3. So again, I got one more point for being a thinker. Okay. 4. I believe that formal procedures and policies restrict people. Yes, clearly. Then I think I've got a point for being an activist. So you see, I am now swinging like a pendulum. 5. I have a reputation for saying what I think simply and directly. No, I don't think I have one. Though I think I am like that, but I don't think I have a reputation like that. So, no, I'm not answering into. So, I'm not tick marking. Had I tick marked that, I would have fallen into the pragmatic category. Now, sixth question. I often find that actions based on feelings are as sound as those based on careful thought and analysis. No, I totally disagree. If I had said yes, then I would have landed in the activist. Hmm? So, uh, so that's not for me. Seventh one. I like the sort of work where I have time for thorough preparation and implementation. Yes, perfectly. So that will make me a reflector. So I'm having one characteristic of a reflector. Good. I regularly question people about their basic assumptions. That I do, yes. I love disturbing people's mental architecture. So, 8. Again, I'm a thinker. Now, 9. What matters most is whether something works in practice. Yes, obviously. What's the point in doing something? So, if it doesn't, if it is not likely. So, that's the first question we should be answering, whether something works in practice. So, if I had ticked 9, then yes, I did. So I'm a pragmatist. So you see, there you go. Uh, 10. I actively seek out new experiences. Perfect. Yes, I am like that. Oh, now I'm an activist. When I hear about a new idea or approach, I immediately start working out how to apply it in practice. New idea or approach. No, I don't do this immediately working out. So 11, had I tick marked, then I would have been a pragmatist. I didn't do that. Yeah. Now, let's go to the 12th one. I'm keen on self discipline, such as watching my diet. Yes, I do that. Yes. 12, I have tick marked that, so I'm a thinker. So I've got 4 already for thinker. So looks like I'm going to be a thinker only with some qualities of the other styles. So I take pride in doing a thorough job. Obviously, I in fact take great pride in the quality of my own work. So that is a reflector, I believe. 13. Okay, fine. I got 2 for that. 14. I get on best with logical and analytical people and less with spontaneous, irrational people. No. Tick mark. I am happy with both. In fact, I am more happy with spontaneous, irrational people because what looks like irrational to many is a kind of rationality which some people don't understand. So I don't want to tick mark that. If I had tick marked 14, then I think I would have, where would I have landed? I would have landed as a thinker. But no, I'm not tick marking that. Hmm. I get on best with logical, analytical. I think I'm a thinker. Yeah, yes, I'll go for that. Okay, yes. Uh, so you see, you have to do some analysis here. So sorry. I think I'm going for 15. 14. I take care. 15. I take care over the interpretation of data available to me. India. Avoid jumping to conclusion. Yes, perfect. That's true of me. Oh, then I'm going into the reflector. I like to reach a decision carefully after weighing up many alternatives. Yes, certainly I do that. Oh, some reflector. I'm attracted more to novel, unusual ideas than to practical ones. Yes, clearly, yes. Hmm. So that means I'm an activist. I don't like disorganized things and prefer things to fit into a coherent pattern. Not at all. I love disorganized chaos actually. If I had tick marked 18, I would have been a thinker. Hey, wait a minute. Maybe I'm that. Maybe I'm that. I don't like disorganized things. Yes, I'm 18. I'm saying yes. So I've got into the thinker category. Am I forcing myself into the thinker category? No. I'm just doing some analysis. So 19. I accept and stick to lay down procedures and policies so long as I regard them as an efficient way of getting the job done. Yes, 19. Yes. So 19 would make me a pragmatist. So yes, so I got 1 point for that. I like to relate my actions as a general principle. Yes, certainly. That's a thinker. I got it. So that's why I talk about Bhagavad Gita anywhere and everywhere. I strongly believe that no personality development is possible without understanding Bhagavad Gita, and everything I do, I can narrate, relate, explain using general principles that are available in the Bhagavad Gita. So 20 full points for me. I'm a thinker. In discussions, I like to get straight to the point. Yes. 21. Where would that put me? That would put me under pragmatist. Okay. I tend to have distant rather than formal relationships with people. Distant rather than formal. What the hell is that? I tend to have distant rather than formal. Okay, we'll rephrase that because the word is misplaced there. I tend to have, I think, formal, personal, hmm, informal rather than formal. So if I tick mark that, I come under thinker. Yes, because I think that people are people and therefore people have to be treated as people. So the word distant has to be replaced with personal. Personal rather than formal, because the opposite of formal is personal and perfectly all right. 23. I thrive on the challenge of tackling something new and different. 23. Yes. So that makes me an activist. 24. I enjoy fun loving, spontaneous people. Yes, that too is true. That makes me activist in some areas. I pay meticulous attention to detail before coming to a conclusion. Yes, I do that. Yes. I do that. I like that actually. So where would that place me? 25. That would place me as a reflector. Okay, fine. 26. I find it difficult to produce ideas on impulse. Not at all. I produce a lot of ideas. 26. So where would that place me? Again, a thinker. So I think by now I have already understood. I'm more of a thinker. Uh, I believe in coming to the point immediately. 27. That is a pragmatist. Yes. I'm careful not to jump to conclusions too quickly. Yes. Yes. 28. So that is again reflector. I think that should be reflector. Correct. I prefer to have as many sources of information as possible. The more data to think over, the better. Correct. 29. That makes me. What does that make me? Let me check. That makes me a reflector. So I have a point for reflector now. So reflector thinker, I think both these styles come pretty close. Flippant people who don't take things seriously enough irritate me. Yes, yes, yes. That's a thinker's quality. Fine. Yes, I don't like this loose talkers, people who don't think, take things very lightly. I listen to other people's point of view before putting my own forward. Yes, I do that. Yes, I do that all the time. Reflector. I tend to be open about how I'm feeling. Not at all. I don't do that. I'm not open about my feeling because I know it doesn't make any sense. So I am not taking that. Had I ticked that, then I would have been an activist. In discussions, I enjoy watching the maneuvers of the participants. Yes, I do that. I do that. So if I do that, what does it make me? Reflector. Next, I prefer to respond to events on spontaneous, flexible basis rather than plan things out in advance. Yes, I do that. So that makes me an activist. I tend to be attracted to techniques such as network analysis, flowcharts, branching programs, contingency planning, etc. Yes, yes, yes. I like all these things because, but I don't want to waste too much time on them. Anyway, if I do that, that's pragmatist. 36. It worries me if I have to rush out a piece of work to meet a tight deadline. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. So it worries me. No, so I'm not. No, not taking. I tend to judge people's ideas on their practical merits. Mm, yes, 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 yes. So that I'm a pragmatist. 38. Quite thoughtful people tend to make me feel uneasy. Uh, yes, I don't like these people because you don't know what this fellow is thinking. 38. Yes, if I say yes, then I'm an activist again. Hmm. I'm scared about scared. These people you never know. These are people who keep quiet and learn a lot in that Johari window. These are people who have a very big blind spot. And we never know what these fellows are also. So we must make people speak. Anyway, where did we stop? 39. People who want to rush things often irritate me. Yes, yes, yes. I don't like people who rush me. Uh, it is more important to enjoy the present moment than to think about the past or the future. That also is true. So that makes me an activist. I tend to be a perfectionist. Not at all. Huh? What do you mean, not at all? Why not? Yeah, I try to be a perfectionist, but deep down spiritually, I know that is an impossible. Yes, 42. I am a perfectionist. So I am a thinker. In discussions, I usually produce lots of spontaneous. Yes, I do that. And that is why some people get annoyed with me. So that's an activist. Yeah. In meetings, I put forward practical, realistic ideas. Mm, mm. Do I do that? Yeah. Do I do that? Not really. 45. I am not likely to to produce practical realistic because I am more of a creative guy. More often than not, rules are there to be broken. Yes, I fully agree. 45. That makes me an activist. I prefer to stand back from a situation and consider all the perspectives. Yes, that I do. 46. That makes me a reflector. I can often see inconsistencies and weaknesses. Yes, I can see that very clearly. That's a thinker. On balance, I talk more than I listen. Yes, unfortunately, that is true, which means I'm an activist. Hmm. I can often see better, more practical ways to get things done. Yes, that is true. I always feel like that. Maybe some don't agree with me. That makes me a pragmatist. I can often see better. Okay, I think written reports should be short and to the point. Perfect. Yes, I hate those long reports and I hate making those reports also. Huh? So I'm a pragmatist then. So where next? I believe that rational logical thinking should win the day. Correct. That is a thinker. I tend to discuss specific things with people rather than engaging in social discussions. Correct. 52. Yes, I am like that. I don't want to, you know, go on doing confabulation, small talk. Hmm? Yeah, that makes me a thinker. So, next 53. I like people who approach things realistically rather than theoretically. Yes, 53. I agree with that. So, I am a more of a where will land me? That will be practical, pragmatist. So, 54. In discussions, I get impatient with irrelevancies and digressions. Yes, I do get. That makes me a pragmatist. So I'm getting a high score here also. 55. If I have a report to write, I tend to produce lots of drafts before setting to the final versions. Yes, that is true of me. So 55 makes me what? I think I'm a thinker again. So 55 makes me a thinker or reflector rather. Reflector, okay. I'm keen to try things out to see if they work out in practice. Yes, I do that. I was not doing that earlier in my life. Now I do that. So, what does that mean? So, that would make me, I think, a more pragmatic kind of person. I am keen to reach answers via logical, yes, thinker. I enjoy being the one that talks a lot. Yes, again. So, that is an activist. In discussions, I often find I am the realist, keeping people to the point and avoiding wild speculations. Yes, again true. So that makes me a thinker again. Okay, so in discussions with people, I often find I am the most dispassionate and objective. No, I feel, or am I? Yes. I'm a thinker again. In discussions, I am more likely to adopt a low profile than to take the lead. Not at all. I always low profile means avoiding the discussion and keeping out of the limelight. No. I like to be in the middle, center of everything. 62. I'm so wrong. No, I get nothing. I like to be able to relate current actions to a long term. Yes, 63. Yes, that makes me a thinker again. I like to be able to relate current actions to a longer term. Yes. When things go wrong, I'm happy to shrug it off and put it down to experience. Yes. That's true of me. I take everything in my stride and roll with the punches. Rolling with the punches is a hobby. So that makes me an activist. Or maybe a thinker also. Why not, yeah? Rolling with the punches basically means, absorbing the shock but not getting crushed by it. And actually enjoying the whole thing. Yeah, life will throw many things at you. ठीक है, no problem. We are not going to be finished. A failure is not ultimate defeat, okay? So, uh, where are we now? 65. I tend to reject wild, spontaneous ideas as being impractical. Yes, though I myself give lot of wild, spontaneous ideas. It is best to think carefully before. Yes, thinker. On balance, I do the listening rather than. No, I don't do that. I talk more. I tend to be tough to people who find it difficult to adopt. Yes, that again makes me a thinker. So, most times I believe the end justifies the means. That is a very important question. Not easy. Yes. So, ends do justify the means. Yeah, but ethical constraints are always there. So, I would not support any outright criminal activity. Sorry. That will be the last thing that we need to do. Sometimes, let us say there is a terrorist who has planted a bomb and he is hardcore and you can't get the secrets out of him. So then I think you will have to try some unethical methods to get it out of him. So that is an extreme situation. So only in extreme situation I would believe that ends justify means. So I don't mind hurting people's feelings so long as the job gets done. No, I don't do that. I will get it done by somebody else. I find the formality of having specific objectives and plans stifling. Yes, you have to keep. Out. I'm usually the one. If I had tick marked that, probably I would have been mm, mm, more of a what? Activist. If I had been that. Uh, yes, I think that I'm an activist now. When I tick mark that, I find the formality. I'm usually the one who puts life into the party. Yes, again. So 72 makes me an activist. 73. I do whatever is expedient to get the job done. Do I do that? Expedient means advantages. Yes, I do that. So 73 makes me very practical. 74. I quickly get bored with methodical. Correct. I quickly get bored. Hmm? So that makes me an activist. 75. I am keen on exploring the basic assumptions, principles, theories and the underpinnings of things, events, holy books, whatever, secular. Yes, that makes me a theorist, or sorry, thinker, or theorist. Yes, theorist. I'm always interested to find out what people think. Not at all I care two hoots. If we spend our life doing that, you will not have time for your life. Anyway, so that's out. I like meetings to be run on methodical lines, sticking to a laid down agenda. Yes. Again, thinker. I steer clear of subjective or ambiguous topics. Not at all. I love them. So that's a thinker. I enjoy the drama and excitement of a crisis. No, 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 no. Nobody likes crisis, my foot. That is an activist. Hmm? People often find me insensitive to their feelings. Yes, unfortunately, yes. That makes me a pragmatist. Now, let me quickly see uh, what has happened. Oh, I am swaying wildly, but I think I have a majority score on the theorist and then activist. Uh, Fine, that was a very interesting activity for me myself. I'm sure you too will enjoy it. Take a printout, keep the scoring chart ready, and as you read, go through it like I did just now. Talk to yourself, score it. It is a worthwhile activity. It gives you tremendous insight into yourself. Some of your blind spot will be reduced. That means, there are many things about us that we don't know, but others know because they can see our behavior, the choice of words, the facial expressions, our body language. So, taking feedback from others is very vital. This questionnaire will help you understand yourself better. It is almost like a SWOT analysis: strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. Learning more about ourselves is essential, because only when we can master ourselves, only when we can lead ourselves, we can lead others. Knowing ourselves and knowing others, all are important. So you have to go through this grind. Leadership is not something that can be easily achieved. It takes a lot of patience. Jai Shri Ram. And emotional intelligence. You must also take an EQ questionnaire. Jai Shri Ram.